Well, so we are gonna be doing a quick gameplay for you guys, but we're gonna be doing 9 tips to win a game in Fortnite Battle Royale. So actually, I really want this and this, so I'm just gonna do something. Anyways, we're gonna be playing solo and 9 tips. So as you can see here, I do have the gun pass. I honestly like this game the best that I have. I'm only on to 35, as you can see, but I'm actually pretty good at Fortnite. I do have one duo win, and I'll show you that for proof after. But we're gonna be doing 9 tips to get better at Fortnite. So once we get into the game, we'll start with the tips, and we're just gonna show off some of our dances. So this is not a tip, this is just to tell you something. When you get into this little lobby thing I called the game lobby, you always just wanna, nothing really too big about it, just playing around, having some fun. But when you're in this lobby, you want to press the, well, I have a PS4, but you want to press the touchpad on PS4, and you want to see where the yellow line is going. Now, one of my tips is you always want to go to a bigger place, like the bigger side of the map. So like, this is smaller side, this is bigger side. Go to the bigger sides and a place far away. So like Tomato Town or Anarchy or Pleasant, Junk, Haunted, any of these places for this gameplay. You don't want to go to Fatal, all that stuff, Salty. You want to go, so I'm going to be actually going to Tomato, I guess, and you want to jump pretty early, and you want to go straight down towards it, and you want to go straight down and sort of glide to where you're going. See how I'm gliding towards there? You want to do that, you can actually see you get down a lot faster than some people. So the first tip of this of a game to win it to like get in the first place position is to know the place. So as you see here, I'm kind of stuck, so I will just go over to this little place over here. She did not land near it, so I have to run a little bit, and it's near no only lodge, but doesn't matter because we have a whole place to ourselves as of right now. But first tip is getting to know the place. So, if you guys didn't know this, every place, every house has a different layout, but there's a certain amount of houses that are the exact same layout. So, you want to get to know that layout a little bit and be able to quickly find a person if they are in the house getting loot or trying to find you. So you want to be able to find them quickly. As you can see here, I do have a bit of an issue, but not really. I have enough material. So I just break down this wall. And then the second material. Get the weapons. Now it sounds a little weird, but you always want to stock up on whatever you need to win a fight. And now winning a fight, we will get to that later. But the car place next to retail, and we are usually in a circle. I know this place a bit. So what you want to do is, it's just a regular place, a little bar in the middle, just a lot of cabins, some vans, do that. And whenever you land, you want to sometimes land on the roof and break down. So, and usually there's 1 and 2 chests on each end. So you want to just pop it open, and look what we get. We get the new C4. This is a great weapon. It is very helpful in a lot of ways. So you press R2 to place it down and L2 to set it off. So actually, I don't see any incomers. So I just leave. I got a trap. And just go looking around and stock up on supplies, because it could mean life or death. But also get the ammo boxes. Whenever you see an ammo box, you want to always get it, because that also means life or death. If you don't have that much ammo and you're running through and you get into a little fight, got more C4s, a little fight, you only got, 10 ammo, and then you're out of ammo, can't do anything, because you don't have any ammo. So you always want to get the ammo. As you can see, I already have, and then I see an incomer. I actually do lose this fight, which is a little upsetting. But as my first 2 tips, getting to know the place and stock up on resources and resources. Stack up on what else? So ammo, weapons, healables, potions, minis, medkits, bandages, any of that. You want to stock up early in the game so you are ready to get through the game and be ready for some fights. Now the third tip is building. There are 2 ways to build in this game. One is to build to get to a place, like a mountain. If you're low on ground, you will build stairs to get up there, or let's see, or building a 1x1 to get high ground. And there's also another reason to build. I'm sure you know this one: self-defense. You want to build in a situation if you are in a fight. Now, as you can see here, the bigger side of the map is this side, so I did go to Lonely Lodge. But, and there's a little race car track here. There's 2 chests. There's up to 2 chests and those little things. But as you can see, I'm going to Lonely. And we hit up the car place again. So, we actually did not go there this time. Or, we might have. So we did go to the car place. And the last time we went here, there was an incomer. Did not see him at first. Probably came in after he landed. But we got another person coming here. So what we do is we don't take part in it yet. We need to find a weapon, and we don't. So you're not in a good position right now. We can fix that. Do get attack. This is good. In a way. Not see the person at first. So I go. Oh, wonder where he went, right? So I'm just waiting around, waiting to see if he comes out. And I'm sure he does. He's got a lot of weapons. Could have actually killed me. Decided not to look, and that's another tip. Always want to look. So we do not get this. We take it for that. So we are actually good to go. Now we do drop this. Max, drop it. It's okay because we got the deagle. So you have more ammo for my attack, and that is how you win fights. You don't want to necessarily, you just want to wait for the person to come. You don't want to rush, let's say. You do not want to rush in a situation like that. So I was the only person here. I could tell he was a little bit of a noob, no offense to him. But he didn't have a weapon out. That was not good, first of all. But, he really just, yeah. So we were not in a circle, actually, so we're done looting this place. Just go here, jump, it's pretty fun. And as you can see, I do have some materials from that guy. But I just stock up on a little more materials before I start heading towards the circle. The next tip, so that was our third tip, which is, what was the third? Whatever. So the fourth tip is, the third tip was building. I'm gonna build a fence. So what I do is, I'll do an example here. If you're in a fight situation, you usually want to build a 1x1 and maybe a ramp, like that, or 2 ramps, and there. Maybe a hole, a sniping hole. I like building sniping holes because you don't peek a lot. But I see a guy over here. I rush. Now, just because he's a little oblivious, I do go and actually rush, like I just said. Well, let's see. I see him over there. I wait. And I wait. So, I got my second kill of the game. He had some good stuff. Took all of it. So as you can see, 131 ammo. 95. So I actually do take this, the med kit, and I take this burst. So we are pretty good. And see, I did not build in that situation only because he actually ran away from me. He wasn't fighting back at me. So then he was just I'm not sure what he was doing, maybe healing up. I just went around, rushed him, and got some nice shots on him. We actually got a lot of supplies, more ammo, we got some more supplies, so I'm just getting more, and I already have 2 kills to my name, and there's 28 people left. This is a good start to winning a game. So we actually do get a green AR, and we take that. We wanted the C4s, but you know what? We couldn't take them, but we actually did take them for the shotgun. We took this back, and we took it for the burst. And then there was a chest up here. I did take that, as a matter of fact. Just a little switcher right here. And we're back off to the circle. Now usually, there's sometimes an ammo box, and yep, we got an ammo box. Life or death, we just got more ammo. Anyways, so we actually just took a big jump. We just killed ourselves. Very stupid idea. But what I learned from that is you want to build or slide on your way down from cliffs. And what I personally mean from this is you just want to so I'll have to show you when we get into the game. So we're just doing some dances here. Fun. But so what you want to do is you want to slide down, and did you guys know that you should always use the revolver? Use the revolver. There's a 2-shot kill. I'm not lying. 2-shot kill. And you sometimes want to bush camp. No, it sounds a little like, you're like, what? I did not learn to bush camp. Oh, you are now. So, you want to not always bush camp, but if you see a guy coming, you want to, so let's see where we are. We're gonna actually go to Shifty. I know it has a little bit of loot. We go to Fatal in this situation. Fatal, it is not even close to anywhere. What are you talking about? That's Fatal. So we do actually go to Fatal in this situation. We make it there, we're all set. But it looks like we have some incomers, or some company, but we're fine as of right now. And we do make it to Fatal. We actually don't make it all the way, so I lied. We did not make it, but we do arrive at our favorite place in Fatal. So we actually do have one person coming here. He lands on the house, I land in the little barn. Not sure if he got a sniper yet, and I don't think he did, but he wouldn't be able to see me. Anyways, do you see some materials? We get that, and the ammo box. Get that early off even though we don't even have a weapon yet, but we changed that, and a few. We got this, and a chug jug. This is what you want. The minis, always take the minis, guys. Take the minis. Actually, do get another AR. That's good. So I actually like this part very much. Not too good. We actually do get a scar here. Sorry for the excitement if it's a little too much, but I love scars, guys. I'm sure you know that already. A purple scar is ours. Don't need this necessarily, so we do go ahead and build stairs up to this chest. And we don't actually get that bit of stuff, but we take the slip. And we're back up to 100, 100. Gotta take the SMG, so that's what I did. See, we are off to a good start. We are barely in a circle. That guy is not in a circle. But, we just go ahead and keep going to Fatal. But, we hopefully don't die here. And I already see a chest in this place. So I go ahead and break it. As you guys see, getting materials. You got the hand cannon. You take this, get it, and then we take the purple scar again, and we head off to Salty. It's not a very safe place to go, so we actually don't go there. We go to Shifty. Not that great of loot. I'm not sure if anybody actually went there, but we, as you can see, we're just stocking up on supplies. So, and then we make our way to Salty itself, actually. Only because we gotta see who goes there and who's still there, because it's in the circle, perfectly fine. And yeah, so if you guys are on the end of the map and the circle's like on you, but it's not quite, you want to go in more, like even if you're in a circle, like Tomato Town, Anarchy, Pleasant, Greasy, and Fatal, like I was just in, you want to head in more, because you know the next circle is not going to be around you. So if I were at Fatal right now and the storm came in, and I was still at Fatal, you know the circle is not going to be around you, because it's just not possible. So we actually do die with a purple scar. It's very bad, but that's what we do.